Hey, great number, Gem. It's a real showstopper.
Rio, don't break my concentration.
I'm just congratulating you.
Where did the beast go?
The Beast. The Beast. You're obsessed with that beast. Gem, enough is enough.
It's funny to me what the online left, social media considers, socially good works. To them, the things that are doing or making great changes in society and that it's improving people's lives is, pronouns and dunking on chuds, not being able to define what a woman is, race swap superhero characters, turning other superheroes gay, boycotting video games, trying to cancel people who don't join the boycott, remaking video games where the female characters were actually attractive and then uglifying them for the new release, getting mad at MrBeast for curing 1,000 people of blindness. I wish I could say I'm not surprised at the reaction to this, but I'm actually kind of surprised at the reaction to this. Of course, not everybody. Most people seem to be positive about it from what I've, seen online. But the fact that there are so many people, including blue check marks, a writer for WAPO, Hassan Piker, complaining about this. Yeah, I'm actually genuinely surprised. Now, I say all the time that the online left, social media in general, all they are interested in are their pet projects. They're interested in whatever they've decided is a good thing. And it's not really things that would genuinely change someone's life. It's stuff, like I said, it's, arguing about pronouns and getting mad at people who get mad at race swaps and a Black Little Mermaid. That to them is action. That to them is, doing social justice. That's why, SJWs are called SJWs. It's not because they're actually fighting for social justice. It's, it's like keyboard warrior or armchair quarterback. It's not a compliment. It's not like a resentment, like you social justice warriors, I can't keep up with you. It's you people are clowns. You're performative. Like the things that you care about, it's all about. And it's funny, some of the most narcissistic, self-absorbed people getting angry at MrBeast for paying for people's surgery, 1,000 people's surgery to be cured from blindness, right? So he's paying for that and then making a YouTube video about it. They're mad at him because they're saying he could have just done this quietly and, not told everybody. Like, it's not really charity if you do it in front of everybody. And it's like, who gives a shit? He cured 1,000 people of blindness. But the thing is, they love to be online and performative. They love to make these big, bold statements. I was looking at the face reveal for Dylan Mulvaney, that clown. And I'm like, watching it, I'm like, what is the point to this? Like, what is this doing for anyone? This fucking idiot was invited to the White House for being a guy who says he's a girl. And then now he's got this, he did face surgery and there's this full production of, here's my new face. But it's like, what? But this is the sort of thing that online left and social media care about. Performance, virtue signaling. They don't actually care about people's lives being changed. And the thing is, okay, so a lot of these communists, not Hassan's got a lot of money, but a lot of these, social justice warriors, these communists online, they don't have a lot of money. There isn't a lot they can do materially. But for some reason, they complain about a rich guy who could at least pay for 1,000 people's surgery. And it's like, that's not enough, or you're only doing it, again, for clicks. And it's like, MrBeast made his money doing YouTube videos. So the clicks give him more money to do more good works. And you're more worried about, because they're so obsessed with their own narcissism, their own self-involvement, their own identity, that they care more about what MrBeast thinks of himself and what others think of him than what he's actually doing, because they do not care about the people who are being helped by it. It's this there's some of them try to grudgingly say, well, yeah, he helped me 1,000 people, but there are millions of people who are blind. And, these people were just picked out of all the other people who could have been helped. And these people had to dance and tap dance for the whims of some flaky, random rich guy. And it's like, again, he made his money on YouTube. Making more money gives him more money to do good works. What is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to just stop making money? And yeah, to SJWs, unless, you're these grifters like Hassan Piker, you spend all day streaming and dogging people out, but you're not actually doing anything for anybody, but complaining about people who's actually outside confronting racists or whatever, and you're just, sitting on your ass in your $1 million home, multi-million-dollar home, talking shit, but not doing anything for anybody. Unless it's, again, talking shit. Like, to him, Hassan Piker thinks that him talking shit all day is helping society. He thinks he's doing action by complaining about the people he doesn't like and who he believes are harming society. It's weird. Again, they're so obsessed with their own identity. They're so self-involved that they're looking at a rich guy who can publicly do good works, and they're more worried about how he feels about it and how he wants to appear, how they think he wants to appear to people, than they are the good works themselves. And instead of just saying, hey, look, more of us need to get together to do this sort of thing, or we need to pressure our, politicians to institute something like this and to be more efficient with our taxpayer money and, to make these programs accessible to more people in the country at least. No, they'll say that they're criticizing the system, but they use that as an excuse to attack somebody who is doing more than they ever would imagine doing. Because to them, good works and social good is attacking people for being mad that they turned Little Mermaid black, attacking people who want to play Hogwarts Legacy, attacking people who say trans women are not women. These are the good works that they imagine they're doing. Society, yelling at people, telling them what they should think, not material good. So, and it's funny to me, the whole MrBeast thing, as far as attacking a rich guy for, like throwing money at the problem and just doing it for attention. And, it's not really philanthropy because he's only helping just a certain amount of people, and he should be just giving away his money, not trying to make more money to do even more good. It's just that, again, they're tap dancing for his pleasure. These are the same people who constantly complain about Bruce Wayne not doing enough to help Gotham City, that he'd rather be Batman and beat up poor people just trying to survive. When in the comics, Batman is constantly, as Bruce Wayne, using his money to try to do good. The criminals in Gotham are not doing it because they're poor. They're doing it because they want to be evil. They want to be henchmen for Joker, and they want to get super rich by doing harmful things to people. These people are not going to Bruce Wayne saying, hey, give me a job. Bruce Wayne's like, get the fuck out of my face. And then they go to Joker, and Joker says, well, I give you a job. You got to kill some people. You got to rob some people. You got to beat some people up. But you can work with me. Okay, sold. It's stupid. They want Bruce Wayne to do more money, and he's a comic book character. He's a superhero. The whole point of him is just, there's stories of him like fighting people who are, stealing TVs from people, whatever. But that's just something to do for action. It's just a comic book trope. It's not a big deal. But they turn that into reality because, again, they're so self-involved. Their whole focus is on culture and how things look in media. That's all they care about. These assholes probably didn't even realize how many people were just 10-minute surgery away from being able to see again. So if nothing else, not just the fact that MrBeast paid for all these surgeries for people to see again, but to bring awareness of the fact that that's really what's holding people back, the money to pay for this surgery. Instead of this being a springboard for these people, since they weren't interested, they didn't care about it in the first place. They weren't thinking about blind people. Well, the only time they would think about blind people is when they say things like, don't call your gameplay blind playthrough, something like that. That's the only thing they cared about when it came to blind. When they want to say, oh, you're being ableist for saying blind playthrough. Other than that, they didn't think about blind people. These people had no fucking clue that the difference between a lot of these people's blindness and being able to see again is, this 10-minute surgery. It does cost money. So instead of them going, man, this really opens your eye to how the system works. We're social justice warriors, so we understand that. Let's all rally around what MrBeast did, or let's all get together and, push for policy change. No, they're attacking MrBeast for it. These people are sociopaths, and none of their interests have anything to do with actual change, or are only concerned about harm when no one listens to them or follows their talking points. But when it comes to actually doing something to really affect someone's life, they're against it. Funniest thing to me is just how many people are mad that a YouTuber is making YouTube videos for clicks. There are all kinds of people on YouTube making videos for clicks. They're not curing blindness though.